Mesothelium. That's what I thought of when I saw miso. Is this mesothelium? Mesothelioma. That's what it was. Call 1-800.
Meso.
1-800 miso. 585 miso.
I think it's mesothelioma.
Something like that. Do you still have Sava? I hope it goes up. It's kind of gapping down, which sucks. What's the overall market doing?
Yeah, I sold Sava this morning at 720. I didn't know what it was gonna do.
The SPY is gapping up, so that helped us with the AXAS. I feel like I'm a little late to the party, but I shorted some WLL at 135, but we'll see.
Oh, totally.
INO is holding up, man.
WLL, what is that?
Gertani's short INO, but I don't like how it gapped up so hard and how it's holding. So, but I got a good average, so it doesn't. I can just put my stop loss in my average and then be done with it. Jamie, I am short OAS at 95 cents. So Jamie's short OAS. All right, let's start this. So good morning, everybody. It is Friday. Okay, we have Money Monday. What is Friday called? Short Squeeze Friday?
Friday.
Fantastic Friday? No, that doesn't have anything to do with money in it. What should we call Fridays? Anyways, April 24th, 2020. And it's already started off to be a great morning.
Yeah, I don't even know how much I'm going to trade today.
Yeah, I should stay away I should not click any buttons today because really I've already made. Let's just talk about the AXAS. Henry and I hopped in this one. Yesterday afternoon. I would have never have seen it if it wouldn't have been for Huddy in the chat room. I hopped in at 23 cents. Henry got in right after that during this consolidation, moving into power hour. I was like, look at this thing consolidating over the highs. See, it broke out. It pulled back. It's consolidating over these highs. We're moving into power hour, so that's when all the volume comes in. Boom. Starts to squeeze. I sold some in the after hours here at 31. And then later on, it squeezed even more. And when it pulled back to 35, 34, I bought some at 35. Babe, can you take her downstairs? Can you change them downstairs? Kenna, go downstairs. My kid is on one today, man. I swear to God, she woke up and took an Adderall or something. I don't know what the hell she did. Anyways, so yeah, I pulled back. I've added some here at 35, and then this morning we wake up and it gaps up. I sold another half at this morning early at 50. Was it 50? And then I sold the rest.
Yeah.
I think it was 48, 48, 49. And then I sold the rest at 60. So I'm out completely. Henry just...
I sold at 38, 45, 50, and 60, and then I'm still holding a little bit, 1,000 shares left just to see.
He wants just to see.
I mean, if it's another WLL, I'll regret selling it since I'm up so much. I mean, and I have such a good position that, like, unless it drops below, like, freaking 35 cents, I'm going to hold it. I got support from after hours yesterday, and, I mean...
INO.
So...
INO, I killed INO on the short yesterday. Yesterday, whenever it got, it spiked up. It spiked. It got stuffed. And then it crashed. And then when it bounced, I shorted into this bounce. So shorting into this bounce, I covered some here, close to 13. It bounced some more. I shorted some more. It flushed. I covered some more. It bounced again. and then it flushed some more. I covered a little more, and then I shorted some more into VWAP, and then I was covering most all of it into this flush near 12. I held a small piece, and then after hours it bounced, and I shorted more up in the 1250s and 1260s. Now my average is 1278. And then, but it's holding up. So it put in a pretty good bounce. It's holding up. I just talked to Gertani in the chat room, and I asked him about, he's short too. I don't think his average is nearly as good as mine, because he didn't start shorting until the red to green yesterday was around 12. And it went green for a minute. It was a little under 12, and he was shorting this bounce towards red to green. So I don't know if he added here into this bounce up in the high 12s, but I'll probably just risk my entry, which would be 1278. So I covered some just because I got paranoid into this flush. Down at 1235 I covered some, and so we'll just hang out with the rest of it and see what happens. Let's see what else. Also WLL, I probably shouldn't have took this trade. I feel like I'm a little late to the party. I got short. It just had this dump. This was the big runner yesterday. Henry nailed this one yesterday. Henry almost top ticked this one yesterday. We were both long this overnight. WLL, and I think it was Trade with Vlad who alerted this in chat alerted this here on Wednesday. Was it Trade with Vlad? Or is it D22? I get one of y'all in here alerted us to WLL on Wednesday, and Henry hit me up during the after hours when he was squeezing. Right, Henry? I got in on a pullback here at $1.04, and then the next morning we get the big gap up. Shit, I got all of mine out at $1.20, like $1.25. I had 3,000 shares. I made like 20 something cents. And then during the consolidation area, right here was consolidating. I was like, this is a good buy. It's holding VWAP. It's consolidating. This is going to squeeze. I actually got impatient with it. And
it got late because I was in 73 cents.
Yeah, No. I got back in right here during this consolidation area in the morning after the open, and then it starts to squeeze up. Well, I got out. I made like 5 cents and got out because I got impatient with it because it was consolidating. I was like, fuck this thing. I already made my money for the day. I'm getting out. Then it squeezes. So Henry's in it. Henry holds when it gets over $2. I'm begging him to sell. Begging. If I would have been at his house, I might have clicked the button for him. But he ends up selling it.
I sold half at 212.
And then where'd you sell the rest of it at?
158. Okay,
so he sold half at 212. Now here we are this morning. It sells off hard. I just shorted. So it consolidates and then it dumps this morning, and I just shorted this little bounce at 135.
Got these the ones I alerted, so I'm in the AXAS still, and then I bought HUSA at 17 cents and LLEX at 22 cents, just because them are the first green days for those. The sector's hot, so I'm only looking to maybe get 10-15 cents off them. But I'm going to basically try to sit on my hands now because AXAS has made my money for the day already. So, but I am watching that MGGS just because it's a low float. They had news and it didn't give it all up this morning. So
MGGS.
That's my game plan.
And he's sticking to it. Yeah, hopefully I'm not done with INO yet, Jonathan. Hopefully I'm not done with it. Hey, were you on Mark Crook's webinar yesterday, Jonathan? Because if anybody had Romo, he had Romo. Regretted missing out. You could tell that he was sad that he missed out on INO and AXAS. I mean, he could have been in that AXAS. I don't know why he didn't pull the trigger when he first mentioned that Huddy was in the trade. He was like, pulled up the chart, and he was like, "Wow, this is a really nice looking chart. This looks good. It's on volume. It's in the right sector. WLL's in the oil sector. That's been running. This is holding near its highs. We're moving into power hour." He basically just gave up all the thumbs up on everything we're looking for in a trade, you know. And then he didn't pull the trigger. I didn't get it. I was like, "Fuck this! Get me in. I'm buying. Put me in, coach." It's like he sat there and talked it up, and then he didn't get in. And then after it started squeezing, the best was whenever we were already in from 23, and then Sykes buys at 25. God, that was awesome.
Sounds at 28.
Yeah, and it was great how as soon as Sykes buys, there was an immediate squeeze.
Yeah, it went up.
It went up like 3 cents a share immediately. So that was nice. And so it looks like market's about to open.
Yep, 50 seconds.
All right, so INO. Hopefully this thing dumps and doesn't squeeze me out. That's going to be my number one watch right at the open. We there yet? Ding, 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 ding.
3 seconds.
All right, I just shorted some more WLL at 148. Red to green on WL is 169. And there goes INO squeezing a little bit. I do not like that. Oh, rejected. See how this rejection. See if it finds a bid. And there goes INO's dumping a little bit. Might cover a little bit into this dump. Okay, I covered a tiny bit at 1243 on INO. Miso up to 17. Holy shit.
Yeah, I wish I would have bought.
Fuck.
$10
I didn't see that coming.
when I seen that sucker.
Yeah, Miso was on the top percent gainers.
I saw it at $10, but I was so excited about AXAS. I was just watching that and focused on it.
Oh, I'm so glad those kids are in the basement. I feel sorry for my wife.
Got halted. $17.17. Oh well.
Henry's the king of Romo. Okay? Yesterday afternoon he texted me, OAS is moving, it's going up. I was in at whatever price he was in.
60 cents.
60 cents. And I'm like, man, I was like, bro, you're almost up almost 100% on your profits on AXAS, and you're bitching about OAS. Fuck OAS. You're killing it. And it's in the right sector. They're both in the same sector. So the fact that they're both moving together is a good thing for you.
True that.
So Jonathan, are you short INO at 1260? Yeah, I'm assuming you're short at 1260. No Matt Alvarado today? Yeah, you know what though, Jonathan? INO is fucking choppy as shit, dude. It's a choppy bitch, so don't be afraid to take some profits down here in the low 12s because you'll probably get a chance to re-add. In fact, I'm going to take some my own advice right now. I'm going to take a little bit off right there. I'm just going to lock some in because it's probably going to bounce. I bet you anything it bounces. I'm going to cover some more. I bet you it bounces INO now that it's finding a bid here in the 1230s. I bet you it bounces near high a day. It comes back to 1260, 1250, 1260, maybe even 1270. So I'm going to look to add back into my short in the 1260s, 1270s. Because this motherfucker is choppy. Meanwhile, WLL is holding up. Sort of. WLL is holding up. I shorted more of WLL at 148. It popped up right at the open. I'm going to cover some.
I went long OAS at 90 cents. I'm going to risk 5 cents.
I covered some WLL just because it looks like it's consolidating. It's holding up. I can always add more to my short later. Say again, Henry, what'd you do?
I went long OAS at 90 cents.
I think somebody else in here is long OAS.
I'm going to risk 85 cents.
So is it D22's long OAS? No. Oh, Jamie's short OAS at 95 cents.
Dang it.
OAS. And you got long at what price again, Henry? Tell me one more time.
90 cents. I'm risking 85 cents.
90 cents. Risking 85.
$7 this morning. If it pushes through $1, it might go. If not, it might take me out right here. We'll see. It looks like I'm going to get taken out, so.
And then here's the bounce coming in. So I covered some WLL right down here just because I don't like how it's holding up at 137. Meanwhile, INO is starting to bounce. And then we'll see if INO can bounce to the 1250s, 1260s. I might look to add back in. I'll probably look to start adding back in at over 1250. I want to add in right now, but at like 145, but don't want to be early. Maybe
the oil and gas sector is just crazy. I got my one watch list.
God damn it.
Oil and gas, and like everything's up like over 30%.
All right, FOMO got the best of me. I just added some on INO at 1240 just because it's looking heavy and it looks like it's going to fall. And there it goes. Breaking low a day.
AXAS is back over 50. Like it. Squeeze! Go to the moon!
Oh yeah, shit. I'm short NVAX. It's going right on the day. But that was from yesterday. I've been short NVAX. Forgot about that one. I've been short from 21.20 from yesterday. I took some off yesterday into that flush down close to red green at 20.20. So I only have 300 shares of NVAX.
Yeah,
so I'm trying to be patient with it.
A's paying off. It's at 20 over 20. That's good.
AUSA.
No, HUSA. I'm in at 17 cents and it's over 20. Back. Oh, but
Bison asked, do I think WLL can get close to red to green at 168? If it does, I'm going to be shorting it. I got a short order right now for WLL at 161. So anywhere close to red to green, that's actually going to be my risk is red to green. So my 169 is going to be my risk. So I'm going to be adding into that short. up in the 160s. Right now it's holding up though, Bison. So yeah, I do think it has potential to go to 168.
Oh, dude, man, that CDEV that you were in the other day at 33 cents hit 88 cents this morning. It's at 75 right now.
Which one?
That one, that CDEV.
CEDV. I don't remember that one.
Oh, I thought you were in that CDEV at like 33 cents the other day.
No, I don't think so. Maybe I was. I don't remember it. GNMK is dropping. Finally. That thing's finally dropping, GNMK. I almost shorted that yesterday, but I was like, you know what? It's extended, but it wasn't like squeezing parabolic. It was like going sideways and holding up. So I was like, man, this could have another. So yeah, thanks for the alert on that GNMK. Trade with Vlad. If it bounces, maybe we can short a bounce near 11 or near the 1080s or something. Because, I mean, fuck, dude, that thing's had like fucking 10 green days in a row. My God. Calm down. Have a red day. Henry wishes there was no red days, huh? Henry, do you wish there was no red days?
No red days. Wow, your THMO squeezed over 1050 this morning.
Fuck that. Remember they had a really good catalyst. They had that FDA approval.
Potential spam.
Just, Henry, put your phone on silent, man.
Sorry. But you're in at like $7 trying to short it, I think, weren't you?
I had to listen to my kids. No, I was trying to long it.
Oh.
But it wasn't going up that day. And I'm not trying to stick around and hold and hope that it goes up in the next weeks or months just because they have a good catalyst. Fuck their catalyst. If their price action isn't doing what I want.
Man, Messel got open, it hit over $20. Ugh.
What's the catalyst on that? I didn't read the catalyst this morning. I'm
Patients with moderate severe active respiratory distress syndrome treated in New York. Something with coronavirus crap and lung disease.
all right. So INO's looking really, really heavy here. So I actually I added in some more at 1231. I might be a little bit early on this short, but more downside with NVAX. NVAX is going down to 19. I added also on my WLL short. I added at 152 to my, and I also have an add at 158 or 161. So now GNMK is putting in a little of a bounce, but I'm not going to short up until it gets closer to like the 1060s, 1070s. And it's kind of a slow mover, so I may not even get in it at all. What is the red to green on GNMK? GNMK. The red to green on GNMK is 1055, so that may be the area to short. We'll see. We'll just watch it. And INO dumping. There we go. My ads were good. I thought I was being a little too aggressive, but I'm glad I added. We're down to the low 12s on INO. This thing could still bounce, though, back to the 1250s and 1260s. It's kind of a bitch that way. COVID treatment news. Is that on MISO, I'm assuming?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, Bison thinks that WLL could spike. As long as it stays red on the day, I'll stay in the trade. It's got a ton of. If we look at WLL, I mean, we look at, and I'm not trying, and I don't want to get too stuck in my bias that this thing can't squeeze, because it most definitely can. I mean, Christ, it came all the way down from what price? So if we look from yesterday, it's got a ton of resistance right here at a $1.50, $1.60. Really 169, 170, 160, 160s. So yeah, really, and all I want out of it is I just want to flush down to $1. What are you happy about, Henry?
I forgot I bought ENSV at 27 cents, and it just sold at 37 cents.
Oh, sweet. So yeah, with WLL, my goal is the low ones. I mean, I'm not looking for. If I can make 50 cents out of this on a, 40 cents on a $1.50 stock, hell yeah, that's a good percentage gain. Actually, I think AXAS is my best percentage gain. It's definitely the best percentage gain I've made in a long time. Made 100% on my money on that one. Fuck. Almost not, no. I mean, I was selling too early, so I didn't make quite 100%, but close to it.
Wow, I'm going to cancel my other order one. That one's squeezing with volume. It's up 133%. ENSV. Could be a potential 50 cent or higher one today.
INO's garbage ass is starting to bounce a little bit.
My HUSA's at 27 cents. Oh yeah. Tricky. Sector momentum. Love it.
Trade with Vlad says ENSV. Yeah, sector momentum is probably one of the best catalysts you can get. Probably is.
Yeah, you just mentioned that. That's the one I'm in. I just sold at 37 cents. I canceled my other orders just in case. And it's got a pullback right now, but
GNMK, first red day. That little bounce towards 1050 was the spot, it looks like. It moves too slow, though, so fuck that one. Bison, are you short biased or long biased on WLL? GNMK. Fuck. I'm not going to chase it down here. Even though it does have a long ways to go on the daily chart. Man. I'm really tempted to chase GNMK. Somebody please stop me. Oh, that bounce was the short to get into. First red day on GNMK. It's about to break low a day. Just leave it alone for right now. It's looking heavy, but all right, WLL starting to so we're testing low a day on INO. If it doesn't break through low a day, I'm going to cover a quarter of my position, because that means it might bounce up towards the high. 250 order. 75. And WLL starting to break through VWAP a little bit. Okay, so it's testing. INO's testing 12. I think I'm going to cover some down here. Down here in the low 12s. All right, I covered some at $12.11 on INO. Just because it's testing green to red. Green to red is 12 bucks. So it could potentially bounce off of this, and maybe I can add back in my short. Or it might go through it. But I covered just a little bit there. And then, let's, hypothetically speaking, if it busts through INO, if INO busts through, it goes red on the day, and it starts dumping and we get some panic, we can always add back into our short when it bounces up towards the red to green line, which is 12 bucks. I mean, my goal, ultimately, if I was going to swing this to Monday or whatever, I don't know how much, but my goal is like maybe like the high 10s, low 11s. That's my goal with it. I mean, it's got plenty of downside on it. Yeah, 11 shouldn't be out of the question today. I mean, if we get a serious red day, or a decent red day, I should say, not a serious. And here comes a little bounce off 12. I'm assuming it's going to bounce. Maybe it bounces up to 12.25, and then I'll add some more back there on INO. Henry, you'd be sad if there wasn't red days in the stock market. Then it wouldn't make sense. Everything would just be too easy.
I could live with that.
There would be no challenge, man. It wouldn't be nearly as fun. You wouldn't want just the easy money, would you?
Yes, as much of it as I can get.
You know what? Your frontal lobe tells you that you want easy money, but really, in your subconscious, you want a challenge. Okay? It's like pussy, dude. You want that little chase. Okay, I'm going to cover a tiny bit of this WLL at 127. I got to cover at 127 on WWLL.
Who shorted OAS? They're looking good. It's down to 72 cents.
That was Jamie. Are you still in that, Jamie? Matt Alvarado, you're here. Good, buddy. Glad to see you here, man. Are you?
Jamie covered half of it at 81, but
if Matt, are you? Do you feel like overwhelmed, and are you overwhelmed and frustrated with trading yet, Matt? Because I remember when I first started, my first few months, actually my first couple of years, to be perfectly honest, especially in the beginning, I felt super overwhelmed. I was like, fuck, man, I'm confused. But then again, I barely graduated high school, so I graduated with like a 2.2, and I was constantly skipping school and doing shit I wasn't supposed to, so. That should inspire some of you guys out there that if you have small accounts and you're struggling, you know what I mean? I'm definitely not the smartest guy in the world. That's for sure. I did manage to trick my wife though. Pulled the wool over that bitch's eyes. Now she's downstairs with the kids listening to them bitch.
Oh, nice job, Jamie. He's all out. $716 profit. Nice. Good trade.
OAS dumped.
Yep.
Let me look at it. OAS. OAS. Wow, nice. Look at that. Nice panic. Good job, Jamie. And even though, okay, so Jamie and Henry were on opposite sides. Henry tried to long it. What price did you get out at, Henry?
I was in at 90, out at 85.
So even though it's okay to be wrong, you know what I mean? He tried it. It was consolidating. It could have gone the other way if you look at it. It was consolidating, going sideways. It could have squeezed up. And it's okay to be wrong. You just got to respect your risks. As long as you respect your risks, who gives a fuck if you're wrong? Because then when you catch winners, like he caught yesterday with WLL and AXAS, that's going to make up for all those shitty little losses.
But I took a small paper cut on that one. So
Exactly. INO bouncing to 220. All right, so I'm going to short a little bit more near VWAP here at 220 on INO. All right, got a little bit more right there at 1223. It's under VWAP. Oh, maybe I was too early. Now it's going to bounce up towards 1250. This NVAX is working out nicely for me. We're down to 19. I'm going to have to cover some here at this whole dollar number. I'm going to cover half of that at 19. Might just bust through 19 on NVAX. So yesterday, I was shorting into this bounce towards red to green at 21.20, and then now I covered some yesterday into the close just because I didn't know if it was going to gap up. So now we're going sub 19. Wow, it just blew through 19. This is awesome. I'm glad I didn't cover. Nah, it might come back right here. It looks like it's coming back. All right, I'll cover there. All right, covered half at 1903 on NVAX. And then the red to green on NVAX now is 2050. So if it bounces up towards 2050, I'm going to add into my short. Maybe swing it again till, because this could have multiple red days. All right, we're getting a serious bounce out of INO now. I got a little impatient with my entry on the first one at 1220, but that's okay. I think I'm going to add some more here up in the 1230s. All right, I got some more 1230. Meanwhile, WLL is holding 130, which I don't like. All right, WLL looks like it might. Oops. WLL. Oops. Come on. WLL. What's going on with this? There we go. All right, so WLL. Should I cover some more on WLL? Yeah, I'm going to cover a little more. All right. WLL looks like it's finding some support, so I'm going to take a little bit more profits there. I only have 1,000 shares left on WLL. At one point, I had 4,000 shares, but. And then hopefully this little bounce up to VWAP. In a perfect world, this bounce up to VWAP, it gets rejected and starts coming back down. Now, if it starts holding over VWAP and consolidating, that's going to be a problem. I mean, it could still go up near high day, though. Up into the 1260s. Let's look at yesterday's price action. So, yeah, the 1260s, 1270s, it's going to have a lot of resistance up in this area. You can see it had trouble here this morning. So, yeah, high day 1270, 1260s, 1270s. I should say between 1250 and 1270. Should have a lot of resistance there. But if it holds over VWAP and starts consolidating, going sideways, like it could get rejected by high a day right now. It could squeeze up to 1260, get rejected, and then pull back to VWAP. And if it just starts grinding and churning and setting in the higher lows and staying above VWAP, I'll be exiting. But right now, maybe. Let's see what Matt. Okay, covered half at. Jamie covered half at 81 cents. OAS. I'm trying to find my trading style, learning every day. You know, I recommend, Matt, that you don't even risk your money now, man. Just paper trade. You can paper trade with an E-Trade or a TD Ameritrade account or an Interactive Brokers account. You can choose paper trading instead of real money and just paper trade and try to learn to grow a paper trading account. So then you can get used to the patterns and the price action and how the stocks move, because different stocks. That's why we're always announcing the float, because depending on the float and the volume, like determines like the squeeze potential of the stock. So a lot of times, if you're shorting into a play or if you're buying a dip, if you're like if you're buying like a panic or something, and a lot of that depends on like the float and the amount of volume that you have with the stock. Because it gives you an idea of how much range the stock is going to have. You're like going to be like, okay, this is going to be a good spot to add into right here. Because I've underestimated or mistimed certain plays, and it's ended really bad for me. And that's where that screen time is super, super important, that you're watching these plays all the time. Because with the screen time, you develop over time. Just like a basketball player develops like an intuition to where he just throws the ball up and it just goes in. He kind of knows, he knows his range. He knows his timing is, or like a boxer, like a boxer knows his timing and he doesn't know the exact length of his arms, or he probably does, but he kind of knows his range, where he can hit, or where he can just barely get outside of somebody's punch, or he can keep someone off on the end of his punches. He knows his range with his opponent. So it's very similar kind of with the market, but you got to watch the price action. You got to get a lot of screen time. And what a great time to get screen time with this COVID shit going on. We're just sitting at home doing nothing all day. Fuck. Did that make any sense with the comparison to the boxers or the basketball player?
Yeah, it was a good analogy.
My average now is on INO is now $12.45. Yeah, and I'm assuming you're under PDT, Matt. And if you're under PDT, you notice me fucking scaling in, getting out. I'm just getting in and out of shit all day. When you're under PDT, you really have to be choosy about the setups you take. And if I were you, I would focus more on like I would try to take trades a lot into the close. Like I'd be watching Power Hour a lot. Like yesterday, AXS, whenever, maybe I should have sent you an alert. You know, AXS, if you look at that chart, I'm pulling it up on my screen right now. If you look at this, it's squeezing into Power Hour. It's the first green day. It's bouncing. Oh, let's look at the daily first. It's the exact same setup as WLL. They're in the same sector, first green day. And then it's squeezing into the close during Power Hour. So it's squeezing into the close. Even if you buy it late, you know, you're most likely going to get a gap up. And we did. And sometimes these gap ups will fail in the morning. You could sell half into that squeeze. You know, I mean, say you bought it into the close at like 28. If you're selling at 37, fuck, dude, that's almost 10 cents on a 30-cent stock. That's ridiculous percentage gain. You know? Yeah, that's what I did. I separated my money up. At one time I had 4 accounts. So then you get more day trades. But yeah, you get this. You could sell. Now remember, if you sell half, if you hit the sell button, that's going to count as a day trade. So every time you hit the sell button, it counts as a day trade. So maybe you buy into the close and you hold overnight, and then it doesn't count as a day trade.
Unless you have a cash account.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, but if you have a cash only account, you have to wait like 2 or 3 days for the funds to settle. So that sucks. So that's almost like being in PDT.
I mean, yes and no. It all depends. So, like, let's say you had $5,000 in your account. You could unlimited trade on Monday $1,000 worth. So you still have $4,000 left, and then you'll get that 1,000 back typically by Wednesday. Because I'm doing it right now on one of my small accounts that I'm trying to build up to 1,000. So, like, let's say I trade $1,000 worth on Monday. I get that on TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. I usually get it back 2 days later. So on Wednesday, I'll have that 1,000 back. So then the next day, I can use my other 1,000. So let's say you have $5,000. You basically could trade $1,000 a day, unlimited. So you could buy one stock at $200 position size, another stock at 200, and so forth. And then every 2 days, you're going to get it back. So what I'm doing on my small account, I'm trading on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So like every day, I've been doing it now for almost 2 weeks. So every day it's coming back into my account. Does that make sense? Like just recycling the funds.
But also, if you have a margin account, you can short too. But you need at least $2,000, a minimum of $2,000 in your account to short. Not that I'm recommending that you should get that you should be shorting a lot, but sometimes there's some gimme shorts where you're just like, don't try to short everything though, man. You definitely don't want to short the front side of the move. Don't try to pick the top. Don't try to short the front side of the move. I've gotten in so much trouble doing that myself. Hell, I tried to short the front side of the move on INO. But thanks to experience, I didn't get stubborn with it. I got out of the trade, took small profits, and then yesterday is whenever I really fucking scaled in and piled in and made a lot of money on it. GNMK, if we were going to short right here would be to do it. This would be the spot near 1050. It's at red to green. I'm going to short some on GNMK. On wrist red to green. Keep the wrist super tight. This is our spot right here. It's moving into yesterday's resistance. The red to green is 1056. I just got some at 1046. In fact, I'm going to get some more. And then look at that. Look at that. Fucking INO. Failing at VWAP. Fuck you. I was starting to get a little nervous there with INO. I was getting to the point where I was just going to risk 1250 and then reshort higher. Not to say that it's dead right now, but my thinkorswim is slow today. Uh-oh. It's trying to go green, isn't it? GNMK. GNMK is trying to go green. We'll see how it acts here at red to green. If it goes green and it starts, so if GNMK. So the red to green's 1055. So if it pops through green to red, and then I'm not going to cut it if it immediately just pops through. I'm going to give it a little wiggle room. If it pops through and then pulls back and it holds and it starts grinding and holding above green on the day, then I'll cut the trade. But I'm not just going to be like, okay, my stop's at 1055. If it just gets 1056, I'm out. I'm going to give it a little bit of wiggle room. But right now it looks like it's pulling back some.
I'm just sitting on my hands because my plays are all going to be all-day plays.
What plays do you got?
The oil and gas, as the volume keeps coming in. I mean,
How many are you in?
They all pulled back, but now they're all trying to rebound. Do you get a pen and paper?
Yeah, hold on. Let me get a pen real quick, and you call them all out. And here in a second, we'll go through each and every one of them. Hold on.
Casting a wide net.
Henry loves oil and gas today.
I mean, I'm not the only one. The sector's hot.
I agree.
Let me know when you're ready.
Hold on, I'm gonna.
I think there's only like 6 or 7 of them. So.
WLL failing down to 125.
I'm up on all of them, so it's working out so far.
Trying to figure. I took 1,000 shares of GNMK. I'm trying to figure out if I want to just cut half of it and only take 500 shares. All right, I'm ready. Go ahead, Henry.
All right, so ENSV.
ENSV. What's your price that you're in at?
25 cents.
All right, go ahead. Next.
HUSA.
HUSA.
17 cents.
17 cents. All right, hold on. Give me 1 second, Henry. I'm covering half of my GNMK because I feel like it's about to go green on the day. And I might be able to add into a pop up near 1075. Because it might go green on the day and then fail. Just like INO did with VWAP. It popped up over VWAP, it consolidated for a minute, and then it failed. And here it goes green. There, it's going green now. But definitely I'm getting out if it breaks 11. All right, next one.
AXAS, obviously, 23 cents.
Okay.
FTSI.
Okay. What's the price?
I'm in that one at 40 cents.
All right.
DNR.
Okay.
At 30 cents.
All right.
And then I did buy TRNX actually yesterday because I'm like, oh, it's down so much. I'm in TRNX
Hey,
And
Sykes
24 cents.
Sykes just put a comment, TRNX into the 30s. And what'd you get it at?
24 cents yesterday.
24 cents.
That's
So,
all.
let's look at some of these. While we're waiting for everything else to set up. TRNX. TRNX. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's squeezing right now. Only about 700 shares of it though, so.
All right, if we look at the daily, it had its big run up. Actually, this is a great...
I made a shit ton on that one.
Hey, this is a great setup right here. This is... Okay, so a lot of these stocks, when they run... Not the one-day failed spikers. Ignore the one-day failed spikers. I'm talking about ones that are multi-day runners. They run 2 or more days. If they run 2 or more days, like this, like TRNX did, and then they have... So you'll notice the volume. You have the big volume, big squeeze, big push. It goes from 11 cents all the way up to 50 cents, you know, and then look at the volume taper off. The volume tapers off, and you have a low volume sell-off. You get this low volume sell-off, this is a great spot to buy down here. So that's an excellent, excellent entry. You bought it 24 cents, Henry?
Yep.
That was really, 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 I like that setup a lot. Because almost all the time, they sell off for 2, 3, anywhere from 2 to 4 days. With the low volume, then you'll notice you can buy them, and then you'll get a squeeze. You'll get a pop. And now, that's where it's going. So that's a nice A+ setup.
Well, this one I killed it last because I bought, before that big run up, I bought at 12 cents, remember? I bought 2,000 shares at 12 cents, and I was selling at 16, 17, 18, 19, and then 36, 40 cents. Remember that when I said, I quadrupled my money? So it gave it all up, and then it didn't go all the way back down to its lows that it was before, and it kind of consolidated. So I'm like, yeah, it's around a quarter. I'm going to dabble. And now it's paying off today, so... I might sell 100 or 2 shares right now.
I wish I would have noticed that one. I probably wouldn't have bought it anyways. Just because I already had a bunch of other pokers in the fire. Alright, so far GNMK rejected by green to red. This is kind of a slow mover, so... Which the slow movers are kind of cool because they are slow, so... You have time to react, and if it does go against you a little bit, you can expect like a pullback or whatever. You have time to make up your mind. GNMK's got a 54 million float. I mean, the volume hasn't been that crazy on it. I think today it stays red though, but I always think that.
Oh, I didn't notice. AXAS took me all out. I had stop losses at 40 cents.
Okay, so you're out at 40.
It's failing huge. It's tanking.
I mean, shit, dude. It's up 100% from our buy yesterday afternoon. I mean, people are going to take their profits. And INO is back to 1230. INO, definitely a... So with INO, I don't know how much more patience I'm going to have with it. What I'm expecting it to do is... It's a 1 minute chart. Alright. What I wanted to, I don't like the fact that it's put in this higher low. That bothers me. So I'm expecting it to... what I want it to do is I want it to get rejected by VWAP, put in a higher low or a lower high. Put in a lower high right here. I want it to roll over. I want it to bust through this low and test low a day. And maybe it doesn't go through low a day. Maybe it doesn't go go red on the day, but it stays heavy the rest of the day. It stays heavy. It stays under VWAP. There's no significant bounces. And then later on during the day, during some sideways price action, maybe later this afternoon, boom, it falls off a cliff and it drops. That's the price action that I want. If it continues, like say it comes back, it pulls back, and it puts in a higher low, and it starts holding up and churning and consolidating and hugging VWAP and showing some strength, that's going to be my exit symbol. Because INO was on Kramer yesterday. Anybody ever watch Kramer?
Mad Money.
Yeah. Well, I don't watch him, but he was on there. Yesterday, Jake alerted me that Kramer was on there. So, you know, just the fact that he's on national television, or the CEO of INO was on national television, the fact that he was just on there talking about it, their business and their product, that could be a catalyst in itself. Got a small piece of THMO holding above the breakout. It has news, low float, only risking to lose 150 if I'm wrong. What's your price entry? Let's look that one up. THMO.
Oh damn! MDGS came back and it's squeezing. Son of a bitch.
Oh yeah, it's hitting the high day scanner. Ooh, wow. It's got a float of 3 million.
Yeah, that's one. Remember I bought this morning at 290. Wow. Ooh, excuse me.
Kramer gets on my nerves. I never watch him. He's just entertainment, you know. I would never.
I bought at this pullback. I'm in at 304.
Henry's in MDGS at 304. What's your entry with THMO? Trade with Vlad. Bought TRNX at 25, sold in the 28s and 29s, re-added back 27. Nice D22. Henry in at 304. Let's watch that. MDGS.
I'm mad at myself because I forgot I was going to put an alert if it came back above 250.
Dude, we've had a lot of plays, man. It's hard to catch them all. Ideally, for me, on this one, actually, I love this setup right here. So it dumps right at the open. It comes down to 2. It holds 2. And then it starts coming back. Say you miss this initial ramp up towards high day, up to 240, 250, right? You miss that squeeze up to 290. Then it pulls back. It confirms the breakout. You could buy right here at 260. But now it's over $3. So let's see how it holds over $3. I added to my short on NVAX at 1971. Is it going to go, Henry?
I hope so.
See if it can consolidate over $3.
Yeah.
Man, INO holding up. It's not breaking down.
But yeah, I forgot to put the alert at 250 because that would have been about VWAP at that point, I think, or something. And I'm like, well, if it tries to retest VWAP and take it, I like that, you know, they pull back and then they come over and test VWAP and reclaim it. I would definitely been in the 250, 260 range. But might work out anyway, we'll see.
All right, I'm putting a stop loss on INO at 1251. I don't like how it's holding and hugging VWAP. I don't like how it's holding up at all.
I There we go. 325. Testing high day again. Come on.
All right, Henry. There it goes.
There we go. Nice.
Nice.
So now I got my stop loss set at 310, so I can't lose on the trade.
So so if I was in the trade right now, I'd probably be selling half at 330. But that's me though. I probably would have took 1,000 shares, you know, and if I would got it at 3, you know, I'd be up. If I sold at 330, I'd be up almost $300, so I'd take half right there. Look at that squeeze.
I just dabbled with it. I only bought 200 shares, so.
Which it's easier to have patience and not, you know, get shaken out of the trade when you got a smaller size.
Yeah, I mean, if I had 1,000 shares, I would have sold half of them at that high day, and then go to 350 and get slapped down. So. And
this kind of trade, you know, it was over 3. He was, you know, it's squeezing up. You know, he's kind of chasing it into strength a little bit, so he doesn't know how high this spike has gone. I mean, this particular spike's gone from 260 all the way to 339, so I'm expecting a pullback back to 3. Maybe if it consolidates and it holds over 3, maybe I'll hop in later on, but as of right now, no.
Seeing sells at 340, 348, 363, and 378. I mean, it's going to get slapped down here at 350. There we go. Just how far is it going to pull back? That's the question. I'm hoping it consolidates now in the 325 to 350 range for a little bit.
Man, this WLL's fading nicely. Getting a little sad. I covered all my shares too early. All the way back down here now. MDGS.
Alright, I move looking a little heavy up here, so I move my stop to 320. I can always get back into it. So it takes me out and make quick $32. Only 200 shares, but
I'm gonna cover.
I was hoping it would start to go rampant parabolic, and I would add in, scale in real quick, and scalp it, but it didn't take off like I thought it was gonna.
I just covered some WLL at 113, and I'm out of INO. I mean, it may get rejected. INO may get rejected here, but I am out of this now. I mean, it could get rejected by high a day. It should have a lot of resistance, but we'll see. I can always reshort it. Oh, I feel like maybe I should. That was an emotional. Well, no. I got rejected at 1260. I hop back in INO at 1250. See what it does. And wow. Jeez, WLL just giving it all up. Man, my covers were really bad with this. I mean, I made good money on it, but my covers were terrible. Covered way too soon on all my covers. Jesus. What a sell-off.
All the oil and gas ones are tanking.
Yeah, oil hasn't done too well lately. Is it the reason why oil hasn't done too well? Is that because nobody's driving their cars because of the COVID virus?
Probably that, and because of restrictions, can't. The borders were closed, shipping and stuff. I don't know. I don't know much about oil and gas, so I'm getting 3 weeks to a gallon right now.
No shit, huh? All right, I covered the rest of my WL at 108.
Well, I'm waiting for this MDGS. SYBX just hit my high a day.
SYX?
SYB as in boy, X.
SYBX.
Looks like it's trying to break out. I'm not sure how I feel about it right now.
Wow, dude, this MDGS is holding up nicely. I'm thinking it's still going to pull back to the low threes, though. If it pulls here, there's the low threes on MDGS. Now, how depending on how these hold up, I might buy it because look, that also is the breakout over the pre-market highs on MDGS. Yeah. Oops. I might buy up here. Did you read their news?
Yeah, they had news come out.
All right, I bought some at 313. So we'll see how this $3 area holds. I may look to. I only took 500 shares. I'm not real confident in it yet. It's going to pull back to VWAP. I might add down here. I am going to add down here. I'm going to add here at 3. Got some more at 301. And then if it pulls back to VWAP in the 280s, I might add some more there. Well, I'll just wait. We'll see we'll see if it can consolidate over 3 first. Meanwhile, INO, this motherfucker.
CODX on the moving in.
All right, GNMK is holding over VWAP. I'm getting out of that one. And it's squeezing up. Or not holding green on the day, I mean. Not holding over VWAP.
CODX is about to break yesterday's highs.
Definitely pull that one up. Yeah, it is squeezing up. Yeah, they had a catalyst. I forgot what it was, but they put out a press release the other day, a couple days ago in the afternoon, like midday or something. So MDGS is holding over 3 now. INO up to 1260. We'll see how this holds up here. Should have a lot of resistance up here near high day. 1260s.
That sucks, man. So I was in at 304. I had my stop loss in at 320, and it got filled at 310. That big green, red candle is like.
I added a little bit to my short on INO at 1256. And look at that, MDGS coming back, man. I think it's going to break high a day, dude.
Yeah, I just got back in at 320.
I think $3 is going to be my new risk on that. Oh, fucking INO. Don't squeeze me. You son of a bitch.
Should have some resistance there, 1270.
It should, yeah, it should get a pullback, but I don't know, man. It scares me that their CEO was on Kramer last night.
Well, yeah, depending on what he talked about. Good news or bad news, I guess.
I'm sure he's on there because of something good.
True.
You know, I'm sure he's on there. They're on there. He's like, oh yeah, we're doing this for the COVID, and we got this going on and that going on, and blah blah blah.
Yeah, it depends. I mean, if he has good news that something's going to happen within the next couple months, but if he says we're in the trial stages, it could be 6 months to a year. That might not help the stock. It all depends on the time frame, I guess. Because you think if it would have been really good news, you think it wouldn't have pulled back so much.
Huh? Here's a pullback. I think I'm going to cover a little bit into this pullback towards VWAP. I mean, I want to believe it's going to go down, but it's showing a lot of strength. But then I hate to cover near high a day, and then it just rolls over. High a day rejects it, and it just dies the rest of the day. I don't want to have Romo. Which I already.
That's my territory.
I don't want to have, but I mean, I shouldn't have Romo because I already caught it. I already made a nice trade on it, and now I'm fucking.
You're the FOMO king. I'm the Romo king.
That's true. I am the FOMO king. Fuck me. Fuck this. Oh, it's squeezing past high a day. Pull back, motherfucker. Woo! It's squeezing now. I know. The 1280s.
Don't be stubborn with it.
I'm not. I'm going to cover as soon as I get a pullback. Maybe I should just cover now into this. I really hate covering into strength. Should have a little bit of resistance up at 13. There's 13. You gonna get a pullback?
Whoa, your MDGS down to 289.
I already got out.
Oh, okay.
Stop loss was at 3.
Yeah, mine was at 310. So
I'm gonna still watch it though, because this pullback to
see what it does at VWAP. Yeah.
Come on, INO. Give me a pullback. There should be some resistance here at 13 with INO. I want to buy down here on MDGS now.
Put a buy at 275, right below VWAP. See if it pulls back and then takes off.
It's showing a lot of strength, man. Thinking about flipping my bias. That Kramer, it being on Kramer yesterday may have been a huge catalyst for this. I'm hoping it pulls back to 275. That's where I'm looking to get out. Come on, you fucker.
We're talking about two different stocks.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I thought you were talking about INO.
Here's your buy on it if you want to buy it. It's not blowing through VWAP.
I know. I'm... Okay, I'm buying some of MDGS. Oh, I missed it. Oh, never mind, I got it. I got it at 291. Come on, pull back more. I know. It is not wanting to pull back. I'm out. I'm getting out. I'm out at 1288. It's not pulling back, man. This thing's going to fucking squeeze through 13. INO is. I'm out completely. I gave back, wow. I gave back like $400 in profits there. I mean, I'm still very green on the day, but I definitely gave back some. INO, shit. I should go long INO right now. You know how many shorts were in this thinking this thing was dead? On INO? A lot of them. There's fucking the pullback. Son of a bitch. I thought I was going to squeeze back up there past 13. I'm not going to long it. I'll just watch it. Fuck. Did you hop back in MDGS or no?
No, I have a buy at 280.
Henry's so patient with his entries. Oh, there it goes.
Just got it.
I'm going to risk 275.
I'm going to risk 270. VWAP is 279, so it's only 4 cents below 270.
Oh, took me out. Fuck! Just gave back another 150 bucks. Oh, that's annoying. I should be done. The only thing I'm in now is NVAX. And that's testing green to red. I think I'm going to be happy I exited INO.
Oh, just took me out.
Yep. Try to buy the pullback. I mean, it might find a bid down here and then come back. I don't know. I should just not be trading anymore. I was up well over 2,000 on the day, and now I'm up 1,500, so that's kind of annoying. I know it's gonna go over 13. I think, Henry. Don't you think?
I think it is.
Fuck. I'm like, I think I'm like, should I buy it? I kind of want to buy it. I mean, obviously, I'm covering my short because I'm scared of it going higher, and I really think the potential of it going higher is better than it going lower. I can't bring myself to buy this fucking piece of shit. I can't do it. Jake says, Nate just tweeted his thoughts on INO. If you're interested, I am interested. Just to tell you, Matt. So I added up at 12.98. That's why I wanted 12.75. That brought my cost price up to 12.75. But I didn't get it when it was holding up here. When it wasn't breaking down past these 80s, I just got out at 12.88 and took the loss. I'm not going to get stubborn with it because this thing is showing way too much strength. Nate Mashad. I wonder what he said. Damn, it got me too, Jonathan. Yeah, I agree with Nate. Tweet today being Friday. Overall trend lately of retail traders exciting on Friday prior to the weekends. Odds of a short squeeze, but it will eventually fail. Just not at the time yet for a major fade in INO. Yeah, you made the right call covering. Honestly, I would not be surprised whatsoever if it got all the way through yesterday's high day. Well, that's the direction it's headed. I mean, it's consolidating up here. I mean, I kind of want to buy it, but I'm not going to. Let's see what... I didn't look at Nate Mashad's tweet. Let me check it out. I'm never on fucking Twitter. I need to be, though. Let's see here what Nate Mashad says. Yep, there's 1280. I got scared of getting squeezed, man. I had 2,500 shares, so right now, if I was still long, I would be getting out right now for even. Or if I was still short. Let's see what Nate Mashad says. I know, as soon as everyone stops trying to force the short, it'll fade. Ha, good. Yeah, no shit, huh? Damn, look at it getting bought up right here. Look at that volume come in. Damn. I'm really, really considering buying it. Fuck it. I'm buying it. Alright, I got in. I got in at 1283. I flipped the switch. You were asking me yesterday, Jake, if I'd switch my bias and go long on INO. Well, I just did it. I mean, okay, so it had that dip down to 1269, And then look at the volume come in and buy it up. Look at that volume. In 1 minute candle, you got 537,000 shares right there. And it puts in this hammer. You can call that a hammer, that kind of candle, where it gets bought up. It puts in that hammer, it just got bought right up. So fast, all that volume coming in. I mean, I only bought 500 shares, but because I still don't believe in it. And I might only risk 1280, but look at that. It's going to be over 13 soon. Oh, I think Grutani's still short. I know.
He's the one that has patience, though, right?
Yeah, but he has patience whenever the stocks are going in his direction, not against him.
Oh.
I might just risk 1280, and if it can't hold over 1280, if it doesn't squeeze now, then maybe I'll just get out. Because it may just get rejected up here by high a day and then just fall over. Let's see what. I wish I knew his entry. And we're going over 13. Maybe not. Maybe so. It looks like it wants to get over 13, doesn't it, Henry? What do you think?
It's going to go over 13. I don't know how much of a squeeze it's going to get, but it's going to hit 13.
So yesterday's highs were like 1350. So I guess that's my goal with it. God. Come on, get over 13, bitch. Here it is. Oh. It's like testing it and doesn't know if it wants it or not, huh? It's going to get smacked down, I think, here, right here. Come on, man. Come on, INO. Pop through that 13. 13's a tough area. It's holding near its highs. There it goes. Boom. Squeezing. Shorts are covering right now. Shorts got to be covering. If I was still short, I'd be shitting my pants right now. Ugh. Rejected. I'm going to put my stop loss in at my entry, 1283. I'm not losing any money on this. It's either going to go my way or I'm going to break even. Which, I think... What are your thoughts on it, Henry?
Patience, my dear Watson.
Yeah, but I don't want to lose any more money on it.
What are you in on? I mean, how much?
Grattani stopped out. Oh, okay. Good to know. I bought 500 shares at 1282.
Huh.
See,
Just put your stop loss at break even. I mean,
see, whenever it dipped and it dipped down to the 1260s, and then it put in that hammer on the 1 minute chart.
I mean, it's going to hit 13. I don't know if it's going to squeeze through it or if it's just going to get 13 slapped down and then. I mean, it's looking like it's ready to break out, but.
It is, man. GNMK is rolling over. There's 13. Okay, I'm going to get ready to sell some here at 1325. If it can get there. Might just get rejected. Maybe I'll just move my stop loss up to 1289. We're over 13. GNMK is rolling over. Just shorted some more at 1033. Kind of shorted into some weakness, but I think odds are this thing breaks low a day. We're over 13 now. God, it's like fighting, dude, it's fighting for every penny like it's a $1 stock. I don't know how much juice this has left in it. You know what I mean, Henry?
So put your stop loss in at 310, 305.
Henry's like, I don't give a fuck. Leave me alone.
I mean, I'm not.
All right, I'm moving my stop loss up. Yeah, I'm putting it at 305, 1305. So I'll just ride this trend up. As soon as it starts pulling back, I'll get out. There we go, squeezing. So basically what I'm going to do with INO right now is that I'm just going to keep moving my stop loss up to the bottom of every single of the, so right now it's on this candle, right? So the low of this candle is 1305. So once this candle closes, I'm going to move it to the low of this candle. And as long as this upward trend stays in, I'm going to be in the trade.
Yeah, just keep moving up your stop loss.
I'm keeping it pretty tight though. I think it fails up here. But then again, I always think they fail. This stock is choppy as shit though. So this thing could yank around, pull back, hold 13.
What would Grattani do right now?
Huh?
What would Grattani do right now?
Well, if he was in the trade, he would fucking hold till next year and cash in $100,000.
Okay.
Just kidding. Henry, Matt Alvarado wants to know, what scanner do you use to find the bottom dwellers? Henry, the question's for you.
Thank you, Spun. I mean,
Yeah, I'm out.
Thinkorswim and actually sometimes Weeble.
Hey, look at whatchamacallit. Look at MDGS.
Yeah, that's the one I've been watching. That's why I've been quiet. I want some consolidation. I'm not sure if this is it right now or.
I just bought some at 261. Look at that. Here comes the sell-off, man. Fuck. Glad I got out. Did make 150 bucks on it though, so that was nice. Close to it. I'm gonna wait for a bounce on INO, and then maybe I'll short the bounce and risk high a day.
Brian likes to bounce. Bounce.
Shorted some more on NVAX at 1994. What's MDGS going to do, Henry? Is it going to come back or what? Tell me.
I don't know. Give it. I gotta give it a few minutes. See if it's gonna continue to go sideways and start grinding, or if it's just gonna do a fake out, consolidate, you buy, and then it tanks another 10-15 cents, like all the other ones been doing lately.
Did you tell Matt how to go on YouTube, Matt, and use the Thinkorswim hide to set up the scanners? You can go on YouTube and I don't know who. There's a video on there where you can.
If you just YouTube set up Thinkorswim scanner, there's tons of them. But the guy I learned it from is his YouTube channel is The Boiler Room.
The Boiler Room.
Anything about Thinkorswim, he's and he actually has like most days a live stream at 8 o'clock till like 8:20, I think. The stocks that he's looking at, but he talks about small caps a lot, but he's also into the Netflix and Amazon and Tesla.
I don't think this MDGS is going to hold up. What do you think, Henry?
It's not looking good right now.
So my INO long was a scalp. I was never comfortable in the long at all, but it looked like it was going to go. I was hoping it would squeeze to 350, but made a little bit on it.
Everything's kind of settling down right now.
All right, look at that. MDGS looks like it's wanting to hold like 245. Might come back here. Maybe you can reclaim VWAP. One day.
One day.
MDGS. Just when I thought you were going to hold up. I knew that was a shitty dip buy. And it's going to take me out, right? Nope. I got a stop loss in at 243. Come on. Hold up. It's not going to hold up. It looks way too bearish. All right. NVAX is starting to take a dump. You're not in anything, are you, Henry? Oh.
I mean, my oil gas place.
I'm out of MDGS. All right. I need to not take any more trades. Let's go, NVAX. Please dump. PSTI been active today. Wow, I didn't look at that one. I haven't thought about that one. I was shorting it last week. Let's check it out. Maybe it had the low volume sell-off, right? And then now it's PSTI. Damn it. PSTI. It's choppy. Wow, I didn't realize it's this high up. Holy shit. It gapped up. Wow, good call, Matt. I was shorting this last week. I did not realize that it came back this much. Damn. That's incredible. Thank you for putting that on my radar, Matt. Looking very choppy here. But man, it has squeezed. Did they have news? Yep, they sure did. Let's look at it. 1 hour ago. Uh, 3 hours ago, 5 hours ago. 50-minute non-dilutive financing from the European Investment Bank supports to support its COVID project of phase 3 studies. Wow. So
Sounds fluffy.
Does sound a little fluffy, but man, it is way the hell up here now. Son of a bitch. Yeah, I caught a nice short on it last week from the 10s down to the 7s. And now look at it. So you don't overstay your welcome. Man, I don't know how much more juice INO has in it. It looks like it's about to roll over. Maybe not, though. Yeah, PSTI just consolidating off that news. I mean, it's not a ton of volume. I don't know what to do with it. I mean, if I were to do anything with PSTI, my thoughts are short. I mean, wow, it came all the way from the 3s, and now it's up to 13s. What are you doing, Henry? What are you thinking about over there? Are you thinking about the plays you missed out on, or what?
No. I'm just looking at my oil stuff and seeing what I want to do with them.
No shares to short on PSTI. Matt says, nice to contribute finally. Hey, dude, you just being here contributes. Get the tweet deck. Oh, I never checked that. I'll have to check that one out. Thank you for that. Get the tweet deck. Look that up right now. I'm actually thinking about joining Nate Mashad's chat room. I just saw last week on his Sunday scan that he has that if he has a deal, or if you join now, you also get what's his face's that guy. What's his name? What's his name, Henry?
I don't know who you're talking about.
Anyways, he's one of the gurus in Nate Mashad's chat.
No idea.
He does options, so he gets like an options DVD. Not that I want to trade options a bunch, but sometimes the cool thing about options is that when there's no shares to short on a really perfect setup, you can always do options.
Good thing he didn't hold MDGS. That thing's just gonna
Go to the
die.
shit the bed. Yeah, I got out.
It's one of them other ones. Look at that. Straight up from that squeeze to straight down.
Tweet deck. Thanks for that. Wow, they got 2.5 million followers. And NVAX, more downside. Nice. This is turning out to be a nice winner for me today. So I'd like to cover down here some. I did cover down here at 19, and then now it's bounced, and then I added on this bounce, and I added on this bounce. So we'll see how it can flush a little more. Yeah, okay, I re-shorted INO up here at 1308. It's looking pretty heavy, and I don't know, we'll see. I think it's going to have a pullback back to high day, back to the 1270s, and then we'll see how it reacts there. I think it's going to have a tough time getting through high day right now. What are you thinking about, Henry?
Oh, I just added some more shares to ENSV.
Is it going up?
Yeah, it's now I get 2,000 shares at 27 cents.
Oh, okay.
It's approaching VWAP, so I'm just going to see what it does here.
ENSV.
I'll be selling into testing high day if it breaks through and goes.
Okay, I see you're buying off this consolidation. Second.
Only got 35 million volume today so far.
Second green day, and it's over the breakout. It's got a breakout over 25. Yeah, it's not a bad setup. Buying it on a dip right here. It gapped up, squeezed. Damn, it squeezed nice this morning.
Yeah, I sold some into that squeeze. I sold like 400 shares into that squeeze.
Looks like INO might be rolling over a little bit here. All right, I think I'm going to let my wife and kids out of the basement.
Yeah, we've been going about 2 hours.
What's a TweetDeck program? Download their program, their TweetDeck program? What is that? Oh, that's probably something for Twitter, like a software. It's a Twitter feed program. I have it open all day, every day while oh, wow, thanks. Good idea. I'll definitely check that out. Anyways, yeah, wife and kids are coming up upstairs right now. So I'm just going to review my plays real fast. I just reshorted at 1308 on INO, risking high day. Also short NVAX, and it's rolling over. But depending on how it holds up here, so if it sets in a higher low, we'll watch it, keep control of it over VWAP. See if it keeps going lower, I'll try to cover some down here. But if it starts putting in a higher low and grinding up the way NIO did, then I'll cover it. GNMK. GNMK is below VWAP, so I'm short this one. It's red on the day. The red to green is up at 1055. So as long as this one stays red on the day, we'll stay in the trade. Other than that, I think that's it. We'll be back on Monday for Money Monday.
Money Monday!
So thanks for tuning in, guys.
Thanks, everybody.
You guys take it easy.
Have a good weekend.
Hi, how are you? Come here.
My animals.
Your what?
My animals. My bunny.
Your bunny?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We can go get your bunny. Are you okay?
Yeah, Mom.
Let me give Daddy a hug. Oh, thank you. Say hi to everybody. Say hi.
Hi, McKenna.
Say hi. She whispered hi. Say hi. Come on. Say hiya.
Hiya. What's Daddy doing?
What is Daddy doing right now? What? What is Daddy doing? Trading?
Don't you wish he was quiet all the time?
You want some leche? All right, guys. Take it easy. See you guys Monday. Oh, there you go. Look, they said hello, little one. They said hi to you. See, there's people here. There's people in the computer.
There's people on the computer.
I see it.
Yeah, you're seeing it right there. See, these are all people, and they're making their comments. We're all together. We're all trading together. See, Henry Henry's over there at his house, and they're at their houses, but we're all connected through the computers. Isn't that cool? She's only 2.5, so I don't think she really is getting what I'm putting down. She might be. Do you understand?
Give her a couple years and she'll be outperforming you on the computers.
Or losing all my money, one of the two.
There's 5 bears.
Mm-hmm.
There's 2 bears.
Computers.
Computers.
Yeah, computers.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
So that
want
works.
to
So that
color,
works.
Daddy.
You want to color? Okay. Maybe ask Mommy. We can paint too.
I color. Color.
Oh, here. Let me get you a big piece of paper. There you go. Go draw some circles and triangles and squares.
Oh, I color down.
All right. We're really done for now. See you guys Monday. Thanks for tuning in.